Everyone, it's Julia. I am back with another Christmas design. I'm working on another pillow. I have a piece of muslin here that measures approximately 12 inches by 14 inches. The batting is cut a little bit bigger than that, and the backing is cut the same, about 12 inches by 14 inches. I do have a die that I'm going to be using. My Big Shot, Mrs. Big Shot, to cut the fabric, and this is an ornament die. I don't think it's available anymore, but any shapes would work for this. This is a fun technique. When I shop at the thrift store, I always look for little odds and ends of trim, and these are some different rickracs and some lace that I've found, just hem lace. I'm using my Heat and Bond light, and I've already gone through and ironed some Heat and Bond light on the back of these 4 different colors of Christmas type fabrics. I'm going to be cutting a total of 4 of these ornaments, 2 of each with all different colors here. Just running this through, made my sandwich and running it through. There's a little star on this die, and so I'm just cutting some of those little pieces, some of the scraps that are left over, and I'm going to be cutting that star shape out. Now it's on to my background, and I have 2 different stamps here. Both of them are a snowflake stamp. I am using my Ranger ink for this, which is a waterproof permanent ink. And if I don't get the impression perfect, I'm not concerned. I'm just trying to get just some of the color and just some interest on the background of this muslin. Using the larger stamp here, and then I'm going to switch to a smaller stamp and fill in some more areas. Some of them I'm going off the edge, and here's that smaller stamp. Now it's on to laying out my design. I am removing that paper and just putting these ornaments onto the background here. Really simple design. I actually saw this someplace. I don't know if it was Pinterest, and I thought I'm going to try to recreate it. Now cutting these different trims and just laying those ornaments on top of the trim. Pressing some of those trims, it gets so wrinkled in my drawer. This was a green and red, a multicolored rickrack that was really an interesting trim. And another rickrack. I found a whole Ziploc bag full of rickracks, different sizes, at the thrift store, and I was just did a little happy dance because I was so excited. You just never know what you're going to find or when you can use it in a project. And this last one that I'm using is a piece of that lace. I think it's a hem lace. Back in the day when we used to make our own skirts and would hem them, we used it for the hem. Everything is laid on pretty much the way I want it, and now I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to press those ornaments into place, and that's going to help secure that trim down. I do go back and I do put some pins in the trim as well, just to keep it into place while I take it to my sewing machine. And now it's to take, putting on those little stars. I am removing that Heat and Bond light from the back and just scattering these throughout the design. And once I like the way it looks, I am again going to take my iron and we'll be pressing those into place. I'm at my sewing machine, and the first thing I'm going to do is just straight stitch the trim into place. When I get to the top here, I'm just going to stitch right across that batting that's sticking out. Instead of cutting my thread and all that good stuff, I'm using that extra space to travel. And here too, I'm just going to travel to the next one. Now it's on to my free motion foot. I'm just going to change my foot here to my free motion foot, my quilter's foot, and then I'm going to drop my feed dogs, and I'm going to just free motion stitch these little appliques into place. And as I go, I will be doing a loopy stitch in the background while I travel, and you'll see it here. Instead of breaking my thread and moving from one to another, I'm just going to be doing a meander stitch. These stars, I'm doing a really easy stitch, just kind of making an X in them. And again, just doing that loopy background stitch. I have regular, just all-purpose thread on in a cream color, and then my bobbin thread is a bobbin, basically the bobbin weight thread, which is a little bit lighter thread than an all-purpose. I'll link it down below for you. I do get mine on Amazon. Cutting all my extra excess away. This was such an easy design, and it turned out really, it's just really attractive. I really like it. And a great way to use up just interesting trims. Just going to be sewing the two. My right sides are together now, and I'm just going to be sewing the back onto the front, leaving a gap to do the turning. Once it's sewn, I'm just going to be trimming my corners and then turning this so that the right sides are out. I'm going to be linking a video down below on how I finish my accent pillows. I use my sewing machine to finish my accent pillows after they're stuffed, and I'm going to go through that in a quick little video for you. Just getting everything pressed, and I am going to press this opening under, and that'll also be stitched all by hand, or excuse me, by my machine. I hope you enjoyed this. I have some pictures at the end here. Thank you everybody who's joined me today for this easy project. Bye for now.